Yes, 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 yes. I want to welcome y'all to the You Wasn't Outside podcast on the Grown Folks Podcast Network. I'm one of your hosts, not doing the most normal as Carl. To my friend, I have my man at Just Lex, and together we form Voltron.
And Just Lex.
Listen, for all you Jay Israelites out there, man, she's not gone. She's just taking the month off. Really.
They're gonna need proof of life soon.
I know at some point. She texted me today, and I forgot. She did ask me last week if we could start earlier, but if we start earlier, then we gonna be missing somebody anyway. So I was like, just take care of what you gotta take care of. We ain't got no beef. Everything's good. Okay. I think it's shit's funny though, because she's been on this campaign that feeling bad when Mondays come out and I release like videos and stuff. Like, oh man, guys, like, you know, I was like, look, it's cool. Like hope Carl and Lex don't kick me off. Tell you what, when we leave here on Sunday, we just get to the week.
Pretty much.
That's it, man. I don't think about, oh damn, Jay wasn't here. What's gonna happen next? I just come here, put the diary down of our lives, and call it a day.
I mean, I'll get reminded when people hit me up about whatever throughout the week.
Right.
Clip drops or people hit me on the side, but yeah, I'll be forgetting what we talk about as soon as I hit this driveway.
Yeah, I'll be forgetting too.
Out.
Somebody brings some shit up, I'll be like, it's just whatever was rolling off the tongue that day. But me maintaining, bro. Had to buckle down, call my insurance company. My house is in a disarray right now. Cabinets is in the living room. Living room is in the cabinets. Like, it's all kind of shit going on in there right now, man. To do this twice in a year is trash. And then I have to work with someone else on this. You know, my neighbor called me today and was like, yo, I'm thinking about selling my house. I was like, for a leak?
Hey. I was ready to sell my house for a refrigerator.
For real? For real.
Bringing that new fridge at my old spot on the hill.
Yeah, it was crazy.
We had to undo the railing, and then Best Buy or whoever it was from was like, "Yo, we can't get it up because the railing's there." And my contractor was there. He was like, "Bet I could just take it off real quick." Takes it off, swings it over. I was like, "Cool." He's like, "Now we can't bring it up because it's a safety hazard." And they won't let us do it because it's a liability. I said, man, can I sign something? He's like, I ain't going to do it anyway. I was like, word, I feel you. They dropped that shit in the garage. And if you remember, you had to climb up a stairs to get to the front door.
Right.
Just to climb up a stairs to get to the main level.
You never thought about that when you toured the property?
No, I didn't think about I would assume that if something got
put a ramp
delivered,
there, you be fucking sliding.
that somebody was going. So it took me, it was like me and like 6 people getting that shit up there, and luckily it was still in the remodel phase because we scratched that wall coming all the way up. He was like, don't worry, I'm painting it. I was like, good. We got it up there. So once we finally got it pushed in, I was like, yo, if this fridge ever goes out, I'm going to just move. I'm not doing that shit again.
Fam. So you left it there for the next lady in there, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't going to take no fridge.
I feel bad for her. How's she going to get it in? What if she ain't got no friends or nothing?
That ain't my problem.
Right.
But also, it was only like 2 years old. Like, it's a good fridge. She got some time.
It was a nice fridge. Had water. Yeah. You get the water out of it. That shit was big.
Word.
Yeah, you wild. and your house was so big back then that getting a small fridge would have looked crazy.
Yeah, there was a small fridge in there when I
made the
bought
room
it.
look way off, huh?
And then once I took a whole wall out and opened up the kitchen, I was like, man, that fridge looked like a mini fridge that you got like in a dorm room. I was like, yo, why was y'all living like this?
Yeah, you can't go out like that, man. That shit crazy. You know, this home shit, she said that shit because she was like, yo, well, I'm about to move. And I'm like, yo, one, you're like a 61-year-old lady. Number two, right? Like, you already said you ain't got enough money to live here in the first place. So number three, it's like, yo, she's owned the house for 25 years. So I'm doing the math like, yo, whatever apartment you find, like what era you bought this house in, you're stuck in that era damn near financially. Ain't no husband or nothing there.
Yeah,
she
but
got
I
people
think
staying there too.
A lot of people, when they move in these situations, they usually go out of state.
Yeah, but my point is she's from like the Philippines, or her mom is at least, and like all her family's there. Everybody that
she
live
might
in the
move
house,
back.
That's what I'm thinking. Look, I'm not mad at her. I'm like, yo, fam, I'm trying to put my house back together. I don't give a shit what you talking about. I told her because I was like, yo, I got to access the wall. My guy got to access the wall from your house. She keep thinking I'm saying that the plumber's coming to fix some more shit. I'm like, no, I'm putting everything back together. Oh, I'm in the cell. You think I'm gonna fucking stop you? I've been waiting for you to move anyway. I thought I had to deal with you a little longer. You know, I really don't talk to her like that. But it's just the whole thing of, I knew this. Dude, the guy that lived in the house before us, he tended her house. Like, he paid for the other half of the tending.
Yeah, because he was probably like, yo, this needs to get done. And she was like, oh, I ain't got the money. And after a couple times, he was probably like, yo, I got it.
Yeah. I'm not, and I don't want, and look, we coming up on that time.
Because you got to do that with your roof too, right?
Right. No. My roof is cool. I'll leave her shit.
No,
like,
I'm just saying, like,
in a townhouse,
like, they're
yes.
like, hey, you know, we're going to do this and that. And, but I've seen some of those homes where it's like, oh, they'll have a disagreement. And so they'll tell the roofer, hey, this little line right here, stop.
Yeah.
I know it's inconvenient for y'all. Stop right here. And I've seen some wild contrasts on them roofs over here.
Nah, you right. Shit, the house on the end right here, bro. Put a lien on they shit. You know what? It was so bad, bro, that like I was like, you know what? When it comes down to it, it was so bad, bro, that when it comes down to it, I lost my train of thought listening to you real quick. It was just so bad that I was like, I'm not gonna sue her. I was going to get my deposit back. I go in there, man, it's damn near like Vietnam in that bitch. You know what I mean? Fucking mattresses in the living room. Shit, I'm like, look, I just want to close the wall. You do whatever the fuck you want to do. If you move, I'll pay $1,000 for you to move. Sell your shit, I'll give you a G. 15, whatever you need.
Hey.
That's how much my fucking deductible is. So it's like, fam, I take care of that shit for you. But anyway, yeah, people, look, if you're going to buy a house, don't get a shared wall. If you got to have a shared wall, fuck it. People are buying these like apartment style houses right now. My boy got one. That's not too
Converted
bad.
condos.
Yeah. You know what? Here's the thing about that for me. I can't do it because I can see if we were built up, but we're built spread out. So like owning a spot for $400,000 or $500,000 that I gotta walk upstairs and then go through like a carport and all that shit to get in, it's not worth it to me. Like, would you buy one?
Hey, look. When you get put in a position,
buy one? I know what the fuck you gonna tell me.
When you get put in a position like me, where slim pickings,
you would do it?
I don't know what I would do right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, judging on where you came from, I feel like you would just be like, man, I might as well just rent this shit out. You don't know?
I mean, I don't know, man.
What's good, man? Lex came in here yawning, chest all out and shit, man. What's good, bro? No socks on. It's 50 degrees at night,
here's
too.
The thing,
it's
man.
crazy.
I swore when
White people get the memo last that it's about to get cold.
I put these shorts on knowing damn well I was like, man, I'm going to have to change. Like, I'm trying to do better for the YouTube viewers.
Yeah.
To pretend like I care. And I was like, I'm going to change. And then the time came and I was like, man, I'm about to just go over there.
Just like that, Look, no motivation.
And, yeah. But, shit, what else? I mean, there's a bunch of things I could say, but I guess I won't.
Didn't you go to a concert?
No.
Why not? Oh, was that one of those Jay's questions?
Yeah, I was on Daddy duty, so okay. I stayed home and watched Hocus Pocus instead.
Didn't I tell you I'd get the tickets off you?
You did, but I forgot, and I said I was going to hit you up.
Did you give them to somebody else, though?
Yeah, the original plan, the original plan B came to fruition, so yeah.
Got it. All right, as long as somebody used them.
Yeah,
I came home.
No, yeah.
Happy anniversary to my wife. Yeah, we went out to eat last night downtown, so like, if I did have the time, obviously Chris was here too, so it'd be rough, because when he get by himself, I left him by himself for about 2 minutes while I came up here real quick, right? And I told him, hey, man, I'm going to leave you down here for 2 minutes. He was in the shower. I was like, we got cameras the whole nine, so I can turn around if I need to. He going to tell me while he in the shower, all right, I promise I won't cry. But anyway, go ahead, man. So you did.
And the thing is, I knew it was like, of course, the concert I missed. Like, I got multiple people hitting me up. Like, where you at? And then I'm seeing all the videos from everyone else. Like, man, it looked like I missed a good one. And I missed DJ Quick. I'm not as mad about that one because I see him once or twice a year.
Right.
I missed him on Thursday. I'm about to miss Warren G in a couple days. It's so it's starting to get to me.
Like mentally?
I just don't like missing that many shows back to back. Like I can live with DJ Quick because I know already he'll be back in 6 months. But I was like, man, I don't think Wale coming back anytime soon. Warren G, if he'll be usually with Snoop or something like that, but it'll be cool to see. I don't see him that often.
I ain't gonna lie, them jerseys hard.
And then
the new Washington jerseys that they wearing, them is fire. Go ahead.
Other than that, let's see.
That boy special.
We won our semifinal game, so we off to the championship next week. Did exactly almost to the T what I thought was gonna happen. So everyone thought this game was gonna be a little tougher because like last time we played Skyline, it was only 19-0, and we used to put up way bigger numbers than that.
Yeah.
And Skyline forgot that like our center, who starts every playoff, like the really important piece, our center got sick right before the game. So we had like 10 fumbled snaps, like it was wild. And we just managed to put 19 up. So I was like, yo, he's back. He's fine. It's about to be like 40-0. And it was 38-6. And we missed a 2-point conversion. That would have been the 40. And that 6 looked a little funny to me. Because, like I said, every week I get some new rules that we figuring out. Man, once the mercy rule came up, when we're on offense on the kickoff, we get moved back. So normally you start on the 35.
Yeah.
We get moved back to the 20.
Nobody kicks from there.
No, not to kick. There's no kicking in 8U.
Oh, okay.
That's where you start.
Oh, okay.
So we get pushed back 15 yards. Now we got to go 80 yards. Cool, whatever. And the other team, they get to start. They started on the 25. Not they had to go 75. They had to go 25 yards to score.
That's crazy.
And we still almost stopped them at the last second. And I'm not going to say whose fault it was that they got that close. But let's just say it was in my household. And, yeah. So I was mad about the 6. But, yeah, we played Temecula again, who we stomped a few weeks ago. So it should be no thing.
No fucking way. Did that really happen in the Washington game?
It did. Last second.
That's crazy. No way.
And then they're going to show this other angle with the DB on the side. He's over here playing around with the crowd. He's pointing at him. He gets to the play late. He's the one that actually tipped it up. Number 29.
Oh, my God. He's sick, too. Look at it.
Oh, they were sitting down on the field.
Oh, look at it. He was sick.
See, look. He over here playing around. What's up? He runs back. Now, that playing around didn't have nothing to do with it, but they're going to say it did because he's obviously already back.
He's showboating a little bit. That's
and then
all.
He's the one that tipped it up to go backwards.
Brody got an arm on him, too. He made it all the way down there. That's so crazy. Oh, man. Yeah, I wouldn't even sit next to you in the locker room. Oh, he did tip it to him. Smooth. What is he doing?
Nobody was back there.
That's crazy. Damn. Anyway, you know what, man? I ain't gonna lie to you, big dog. I be feeling. I be like, yo, man, I gotta get out with my man Lex one time. Y'all gotta go out with Lex. It's crazy because like when I go out with him, when you go outside, it's like he's soaking in everything. The sound, the smells, the looks of things. Like he won't say a word. He be sitting in a little corner. You love people watching. But I feel like you're like benefit of the doubt people watcher. Like you just be watching people like, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Well, people watching is one of the best things to do in the world.
I ain't mad at you.
But yeah, if I'm out, yeah, I'm probably going to be low key.
Damn. All right, man. Hit my hand claps. We're going to go through these. I'm going to do about 3 or 4 a week until we get.
You ain't got that much time.
Is it November what?
We got one more pod after this.
Okay, then shit. I'll do half now and half later. All right, we talked to you guys about it. We are not just going to be sitting here idly when we can go through it, just so that you guys can look at it, because you probably did like half of the rest of America. You left these ballots on your table unopened. So let me tell you what you guys are looking at. Prop 2, right? Authorizes bonds for public schools and community college facilities. It authorizes $10 billion in general obligation bonds for repair, upgrade, and construction of facilities at K through 12 schools, including charter schools, community colleges, and career technical education programs. Impact. It increases the state costs about $500 million annually for 35 years to repay the bond. Supporters: California Teachers Association, California School Nurses, Howard Jarvis Taxpayers Association. I think that this sounds like we're going to pay a little bit more extra money, right, somewhere as taxpayers.
Someone got to pay for it.
Yeah. So it'd probably be the middle class, us somehow, right? Let Look, man, I do believe that we need to fix our school infrastructures. What got me is that when I was in college, man, maybe about my, I want to say my sophomore year, we went through all the high schools that were just in San Diego alone. We got to 117 one night. That was 15 years ago. Since then, I knew that we were still missing some, but we tried to go by like division and shit like that. Since then, that was 15 years ago. We named old schools. Since then, a lot of time has passed. You know, so yes, do I feel like we need to improve some of our school infrastructures? Absolutely. But my only concern is that they be choosing when this shit happens and what impact areas they try to hit first. I would love to vote on measures that were directly related to my neighborhood, and I can see those changes that actually happen a lot faster. So sounds like something that I would vote yes on if they allocated the monies correctly. I need to look a little bit more into this for myself on who's going to pay for it and what the real impact is going to be. Lex?
Sounds like a yes to me.
All right. Prop 3, Constitutional Right to Marriage, Legislative Constitution Amendment. Amends California's Constitution to recognize fundamental right to marry regardless of sex or race. Removes language in California Constitution stating that marriage is only between a man and a woman. No change in revenue or costs for the state and local governments. So basically...
Didn't we do this already?
I thought we did too. Maybe as a city? So we don't recognize gay marriage in California?
I don't know what that's trying
That's
to say.
a weird one, man. I mean, for me, love who you love, man.
I'm going to just go ahead and say yes.
Yeah, safe answer anyway, regardless of how you feel. I'm not saying you're bigot or nothing, but still.
Let's go ahead and push that through.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Prop 4 authorizes bonds for safe drinking water, wildfire prevention, and protecting communities and natural lands from climate risk. Legislative statute authorizes $10 billion in general obligation bonds for water, wildfire prevention, and protection to communities and lands. Fiscal impact, increased state costs about $400 million annually for 40 years to repay. Supporters, clean water. Here's the thing. Anything for wildfire prevention and water obligation, I'm all for it. If y'all don't know right now, it's so nasty out here in California if you're looking for homeowners insurance. And even if you're looking for it, if you're purchasing a home or if you've been dropped, the wildfires in California and the hurricanes that's happening over in Florida, insurance companies are pulling out of California and Florida right now. Most people, if you're going to buy a brand new house, you got to pay your premiums up front. And a lot of these big major companies are not doing a lot of underwriting, which means that they're not taking on new clients right now. Right? So a lot of us are on a mad dash, which is why I was pissed off about my whole plumbing situation. Because 2 in 1 year, I'm just not trying to give these mother suckers a reason to get rid of us. So I'm for anything that's gonna, make insurance companies, feel a little bit more at ease. I know Lex at the end of our pod, I do remember that, gave us his doomsday scenario that was there. Motherfuckers like me like to keep hope alive.
All right.
Anything for you?
They're leaving because of climate change. That's not something you can
I'm
just
not
turn
on that.
off.
See, look how he gets straight to it. I'm talking about the wildfire prevention plan.
I know, but you're saying anything that supports insurance companies chilling out, they will chill out when they have a reason to.
I don't know if I believe you all the way.
That's
Because
fine.
basically you're just saying the world is about to end. So insurance is just going to collapse as a whole?
If I know, if you guys are fucking off the earth, right? In certain areas
But I still
where
have
the
to make
disasters
money.
come, and I'm the insurance company. I'm a for-profit company. And I know, based on all my little math and algorithms, hey, I'm gonna charge you $100 a month, and if something happens to your house, I got you. Cause I know, and you can live in this little. There ain't no floods, there ain't no fires. You just gonna be giving me $100 a month forever, and I'm gonna be okay with that, right? Because I know, over here in Hurricane Town, I can charge them $500 a month. Because it's a higher likelihood that something gonna happen. And because insurance benefits the people because it's a pool of people paying for one person's house fucking up. But if this whole area is getting worse and worse, and yeah, shit, you know what? It's all good. The hurricanes, they come once a year. But when the hurricane season starts earlier, the categories get higher. And it's happening more and more frequently. Why the fuck would I insure you? Why would I offer to build your house back for $500 a month, knowing damn well in 1 year, that's $6,000, and I got to spend $300K every single year to fix your shit.
Yeah, but in New Jersey, they have high-ass car rates. You got high
Why?
rates in Florida, high in California.
Why?
What I'm asking you is, though,
Because New Jersey is
that the
the
insurance
car and
companies
theft
are in
capital
it
of
to
the
make
world.
money, and you make money by getting new clients, though.
Oh, no, not if the new client bleeds you to death.
Not, you're right. I get that.
And that's why they're leaving.
And my question was, if they're leaving there, right? Obviously, they're trying to save money, but these are also hot markets where you can make money too.
No, if
There's
I
more
insure all of
people.
California, but all of California is on fire all the time, then I'm just spending money fixing California instead of taking California's money.
This is a destination place for people to live, though.
Then why are people? There's like 100,000 people that leave California every year,
And there's 100,000 that keep coming
It's
in.
decreasing. I'm talking about net. They're decreasing. We're decreasing in the
moving
past
where?
5 years.
Moving where? Where's the safest place to live
Arizona,
as an insurance place?
they're not leaving for insurance purposes. They're leaving because the cost is too high to be here, and that's why Arizona has seen a boom. Vegas has seen a boom.
They have
Colorado has seen a
drought
boom.
weathering. I guess
They
that
do,
doesn't-
but this is just a cost of living thing,
right.
which insurance rates are just a very small part of.
Okay, we nerded out right there. It's been a while. It's been a while. So, are you with the wildfire prevention program or not?
Always.
All right, just want to make sure. Back to what I was on. Prop 4 authorizes bonds for safe drinking water. Oh, I did that one. Prop 5 allows local bonds for affordable housing and public infrastructures with 55% voter approval. Legislative constitutional amendment allows approval of local infrastructure and housing bonds for low and middle income Californians with 55% of the vote. Accountability requirements. Here, I got something for that. Fiscal impact. Increase for local borrowing to fund affordable housing, supportive housing, and public infrastructure. The amount would be would depend on the decisions by the local government and voters. Borrowing would be repaid with higher property taxes. Supporters, California firefighters, League of Women Voters, etc. California Taxpayers Association is the opponent. That makes sense to me. I got a lot of questions about these requirements.
Yeah, so this one's funny because this one wouldn't be something I would care a whole lot about a couple years ago.
Yeah, look.
Now I need me some affordable housing, you know what I mean?
Oh, you went that way? I'm where they gonna put them at.
Oh, well, that's the thing.
So they're leaving it up to the states.
To my understanding, the law currently is anytime you build a brand new neighborhood, you have to set aside
Section 8 housing.
10% of the space for affordable housing. And, most of the time, because of the high cost to build, most of the new neighborhoods being built are higher end housing.
I just recently learned about that. And then it makes sense, because then when your boy was going off about what's going on in the lake, I was like, bro, it don't matter where you move to. Like, they've designated an area for everyone. Shit, I've been in places in Encinitas where I was like, oh, I thought y'all really had everything out here. The one place where I haven't seen it at is Forest Ranch. I'm sure there's somewhere, but the way they probably draw their lines up and everything, that community's tight knit up there. But I'm weary of the requirements. Someone such as you, right, you should be able to get in. But the requirements, you ain't gonna make the income requirements. I already know that. As a middle class single dad in California, bro, the law's not on your side at all. White, black, don't matter, whoever. If you make a certain dollar amount, it's crazy that someone with a job that you carry should be able to afford like a place to stay with no problem.
Hey, we all got to adapt.
Fam.
We want to be out
No,
there.
the adaptability piece here is finding someone that's an equal. My wife was telling me a story about some people that we know. I'm going to say it just like that. That like they work at a warehouse. I was like, both of them. I was like, yo, y'all work together at the warehouse? It's kind of crazy. Now, I ain't got no problem with warehouse working, but I feel like money just got to be tight. It's so expensive here, man. I was telling my dad, I was like, yo, this whole front level of their house is $2,900 somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
$3,200. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. When we got our house, my mortgage was $2,600. I won't say what it is now, but that's what it started at. 3-bedroom house, upstairs and downstairs. You know what I mean? $2,600 a month.
Now they're doing,
I thought that was crazy.
Depending, I would say over here in this zip code, They're doing $850 to $1,000 per 10 by 10 room. So I'd say you'd probably be able to rent your house out for $300 to $3,200.
That's the number I thought I could get 2 years ago. My neighbor pays about $3,200. One of my neighbors,
35, 36 if you had a garage.
They got a 4-bedroom though.
Yeah, so that's about right.
Yeah,
you know,
and they've been there for about 4 or 5 years now. That's crazy to me though. Like the more I thought about it, I was like, shit, I might be locked in wherever I'm at because I know the housing market is way worse.
And that's what I was telling you when you buy it. When you bought it, I was like, hey, just make sure, because whatever you buy, just even though you have a plan to do whatever, just make sure wherever you're at, you're okay with being stuck there.
I'm thankful though.
Because, yeah.
Real shit, because it got real nasty after that. And I got it for cheaper once the interest rates changed. So, like, at that point, that's luck. Like so many things had to go that way. One, I had to get yes. I'm glad I didn't get the one over there by Jack in the Box because, the ring be going crazy over there.
Man, I'm really mad about that. So, you know those ones over there that line the freeway across the street from Ralph's?
Yeah.
That whole community? If I was like
those are apartment style places too.
I know. But those are probably going for however much now.
$500-600.
And if I was a year later, because I wasn't ready yet. If I was a year later, those were on sale for $75,000.
Damn.
The whole community got foreclosed on, and they was giving them things away. And I was like, I don't want to live next to a freeway. This, and that. But man, I was like, if you can get one, you got to get one and just hold it for a little bit.
I mean, that's hindsight now. You know.
No, I knew that was gonna happen. Period. It's not looking at it now like, damn. I said damn when I couldn't get it.
Did you try?
I didn't have nothing. I couldn't. There was no way. Well, there probably would have been a way, but based on the education I had at the time, it wasn't gonna happen. I needed another year.
Shout out to Jameis Winston, man. I like him. I don't know if he be really himself or not, but yeah, he really remind me. And what our friend said the other night on Friday about his Tony Gwynn story, I was like, fam, that's kind of crazy. Prop 6 eliminates constitutional provisions allowing involuntary servitude for incarcerated persons. Legislative constitutional amendment. Lex says all the way before I even got to the synopsis, he's with the yes. Amends the California state constitution to remove current provision that allows jails and prisons to impose involuntary servitude to punish crime, forcing incarcerated persons to work. Fiscal impact, potential increase or decrease in state and local costs, depending on how work for people in state prisons and county jail changes. Any effect likely would not exceed tens of millions of dollars annually.
Yeah, the thing about that, I'm okay with prisoners working.
They need shit to do?
No. As long as it's fair to them. Like if they can, obviously, I think anybody's heard stories of like how much they get paid per hour, like pennies and shit. And like that ain't cool. And I also understand as a capitalist, like, hey, they're in jail, they're prisoners. If there can be some cheaper labor to get some like bigger projects done, that would be the greater good for everybody. But the problem is that gets kind of funky when you got a bunch of people in the prison and we have a prison issue and overcrowding and people just being put in prison for any and everything. That's why you can't do shit like that.
You think restitution is worth it?
But if you're able to give a fair wage and people are working off their debt to society to where it's not costing us money, it's just costing us whatever word you want to use because now they're working off their time faster or whatever it may be. I'm okay with something like that if it's like more fair. But the way it's set up now, no, you kind of got to vote for that to pass because it's basically like, hey, we can get some slave labor as long as we keep the prison full.
They're making wheelchairs for 45 cents.
Yeah, if we get some slave labor, keep the prisons full because we can just throw whoever we want to in there.
So if they got paid more, would you be okay with them?
That's what I'm saying. Either you pay them money, or if that's too much, on the budget, then you can let them work their time off faster.
Yeah.
like the equivalent of money, but it's like, oh, we
And
can't
you know
give
what?
you a paycheck.
Right when you said that, I'm with you though, because if you did that and then hook them up with a job on the outside, you know, a lot of people struggle with coming out of jail, like especially if you live that life, because it's like, yo, once you get arrested, you still paying for your shit, right? You know what I'm talking about a little bit, right? But once you get arrested, you still paying for your shit. Like I was watching Love After Lockup, and my man was like trying to get a job doing honest work on HVAC shit. And he was like, look, I'm going to be honest. All the shit you just told me and everything, I can't hire you, fam. You know what I mean? Like
Even and that's working, right?
That's perception shit too.
I'm trying to get a spot to stay at.
Right.
Right? I'm trying to get closer back down to the kids. And I've been exhausted the past couple of weeks talking to anybody and everybody where it's like whether they fit my criteria or not, because now I'm just like, yo, how rough is this going to be? Like, how much am I going to have to bend on to make this happen?
Yeah.
And there's been some people I'm talking to that's like, oh, yeah, just most of the time they'll be more professional about like talking their way out of it, because once they say they have a background check and stuff like that, I'm like, yo, let me just save everybody some time and money because I ain't got no reason to lie. This is what happened. If you're okay with that, then we can run the background check just in case you think I'm lying about some other shit, because I ain't got nothing else to hide. And I had one person, like the most egregious, was just like, yo, I can never rent to a felon that did what you did. I'm like, all right, cool. Like,
did they go to jail? Did they ever go to jail?
I don't know.
That's a weird thing to say.
I was, I mean,
it's weird, but I can get that too, though.
I mean,
like I could see someone saying that. I forgot I went to Vegas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's real Republican out there.
I was just like, hey,
Were they white?
Yes.
White on white crime, baby.
Most of crime is white on white.
Yeah, I know. But it seems way more egregious when you hear about it when another struggling white talks to a flourishing
another
white.
struggling white.
Oh man.
Oh damn.
That's fucking crazy. All right, man. Why I get mad? Prop 32 raises minimum wage. I'm not for that. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you out the gate.
In and out already jumped up another 20%.
I'm cool, man.
And it's still low.
The inflation is crazy. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all how this shit work, and I'm sorry.
But yeah, we got to get that minimum wage up.
That's where Lex is at.
We got to get that wage up.
I'm not there for the inflation, bro. I'm just not.
But here's the thing, right?
When you make more money available, then other jobs are slower to start their raise
so
process.
So this is what they've taught you to think, right?
It's true.
That what you're saying is the truth.
We do equity studies all the time at my job.
Here's what they've trained you to believe, the greatest marketing scheme about this minimum wage shit, right?
Oh, here we go.
They want.
Hey, he's awake now. Fuck, it was yonder when he got in here. Keep going.
I'm talking about the way they're blaming inflation, right? Hey, if we raise minimum wage, inflation is going to happen.
Things cost more because
understand.
Everyone has more access to money. Don't do this. This is rude economics. All right, I want people to understand that piece.
Yes.
Go ahead.
When everything being equal, you are correct.
Okay.
What I'm trying to tell you is the prices are so high as it is, it can support a minimum wage jump without them going into red. They're already making a profit to support this minimum wage. And you're seeing that. I just saw something the other day about Target putting out some headline talking about we're going to lower the price on 2,000 items to attract customers back because they're mad about raising wages. No company would, outside of Amazon, no company would drop prices to where they're just losing money just to attract people to come in. Because if you bring in more people and you sell more at a loss, now you're just creating more loss because now you got to hire more people to deal with the loss. And so what that means is your prices were so high, you could afford to make them lower. You just didn't want to. And then you have the out of blaming, oh, well, minimum wage went up. They signed that $20 joint and we just can't handle it. Some places, for sure. Like when In-N-Out went up, I believe they had to because they kept it low as long as they could. Costco, they're like, yo, we've been losing money on this hot dog for a minute. And they keep it there because they move such volume at this other shit that they're like, we're good. But they just raised their subscription up. Right? But these other places, the places outside of that, most of it, they can support higher wages or lowering their fucking prices, but they don't do either.
I'm gonna read this real quick and we can argue some more. I just want to, because I realize I can get lost in this real quick. For employers with 26 or more employees, their goal is to raise it up to $17 immediately, $18 on January 1st, 2025. For employers with 25 or fewer employees, to $17 on January 1st, 2025, $18 on January 1st, 2026. Fiscal impact. State and local government costs could increase or decrease up to hundreds of millions of dollars annually. State and local revenues likely would decrease by no more than a few $100 million.
Okay.
What's your takeaway from that? What is it saying there?
What the takeaway is the business owners won't be hiring as many people. So yeah, that's a bad thing. But that has nothing to do with the policy. Its effectiveness. It's more about them not liking it. So they're just like, oh well, I can't afford to hire people, so I'm going to try to squeeze more out of the people I got.
What if you can? And even if
I understand for some people they can't do it. I'm talking about when that's why they have that.
Why do we have inflation right now?
Well, I think it started because when COVID happened, I mean, that kind of stops a lot of the supply and demand. We had supply chain issues was the biggest thing. It wasn't necessarily the COVID shutdown, but when it was trying to crank back up, supply chain issues. If we cannot get the product here or shipping it and wherever, because a lot of our shit comes from not here, it's going to cost that much more and it gets passed on to the consumer, not the business owner.
I also think bailouts, whether it be
supply chain issues, other stuff. We also print money, right?
Yeah,
we gave everybody a stimmy. We gave it, and it was cool. Everyone was like, "Yo, I got my 1,200," and that's the thing.
So when you give people more money, the prices of things go up.
The more money more money that's in circulation, the less it's worth. The less it's worth, the more the prices got to go up.
Economics.
That is a real thing.
Okay.
I'm talking about corporate greed, though. Yes, a small mom and pop shop, this might hurt them, and I get that totally. But that's why they have that distinguish of over 26 employees and under 26 employees.
Corporate greed isn't so bad, but I also think that
that's a wild statement.
It's not that bad. Sometimes sometimes you need those corporations to help keep your economy afloat.
But how are they keeping it afloat?
You're telling me that corporations should not be allowed, period?
That's not what I'm saying at all.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying they serve some type of purpose.
Well, they offer a product or a service. What I'm saying is the way they price
also,
gouge.
they tell you about the strengths of where they.
No, but they've already gotten to you obviously because they price gouge. The CEO gets paid a bigger bonus, and the consumer is the one paying the extra price. They haven't done anything for the workers. It's not like they raised the price and gave some of that extra profit to more wages, more benefits, more anything like that. It just goes straight to them.
The only thing I hate about having this conversation is like I feel like if any of us were in that predicament, or like we were like heads of corporation, we'd fight for the same things. It's the same thing like when people get money and then they start acting different.
I mean, we live in a capitalistic society, so yeah, that's gonna be a thing. I'm always going to want more, and that's just how it goes.
Right.
But at the same time, if you want to be, when you bring your morals and principles into it,
I do agree that yes, at some point in time, raise minimum wage. As someone who worked the minimum, at some point in time, not right now, when the cost of things is already crazy right now.
Then when? If it's crazy now, then when is it going to be not crazy to the point where we're like, okay, we can raise it now?
Who knows? Try not to.
No, but
I feel like it's a rat race all the time.
If you go into more advanced statistics and you look at the actual wages versus the actual price of things, the actual wages have not risen in like 50 years. But the price has gone up tenfold. And so what our parents made coming up is worth so much more than we get paid now. But on the surface, it's like, oh yeah, I make $100K a year. And our parents made
those are old standards.
Our parents made 80, and they're like, yeah, you know, you're doing better than me. No, the fuck, I'm not.
Yeah, but you're talking about like fixing the base. I'm talking about you can also fix the middle class people. The middle class people are getting hit the hardest. Only people that get taken care of are the rich and the very absolute
exactly.
poor.
And doing what you're talking about is not helping. You're helping shrink the middle class.
No, I want to expand the middle class and
But
let
you
middle
can't-
class. What's a true middle class?
Do you
job
know
to
what? Do you know minimum wage was created to try to keep everybody as middle class as possible?
Are there more people in the middle class, or are there more people in poverty in the United States?
I'm
The
assuming
middle class is the backbone of everything.
it is. So if they keep
Who has
doing things to shrink
wait.
it,
What political party has the logic that I'm spewing to you right now?
your man's.
To help the middle class?
No. You think you want to help the middle class, but everything you're saying
wanna
is going against.
I want to help the middle class,
and I'm trying to tell you why you're sounding.
But minimum wage has nothing to do with the middle class.
It does.
What are you talking about?
Minimum wage is supposed to keep people out of poverty.
Lex, you're. How does that affect you?
How does that affect me?
Yes, I'm trying to understand
saying
how
you're
the
trying-
very minimum affects someone who is above that. It doesn't
No,
set a
I'm
standard.
not above the middle class. What I'm saying is.
No, but you're above lower class.
But you're saying you want to protect the middle class. So you want as many people in there as possible because you said it's the backbone of our country. The way you do that is by lifting people out of poverty to let them join the middle class. No?
Don't sound like a fun group to be a part of. Right? That's the part that you're not getting what I'm saying. It don't sound like a fun
So
group
you'd rather
to
be in
a-
poverty?
I'd rather not watch other motherfuckers get shit before us. I want the middle class to get something too. Hey, this is how I told these
No,
people
but see,
that
you're
at the
talking
union,
about the working poor.
No,
The
wait,
working
wait.
poor is a
Wait,
different class.
Let me get on my shit because I run into this at work too, right? Union come up, right? I realize what the union actually does and what they be like, oh, they can sit in the meetings with you. What the fuck does that go do for me? I can sit in the meeting by my damn self, and whoever you got here as a union rep, I guarantee you I'm smarter than that person, so why the fuck do I need them in the room anyway? But I gotta pay $12. Oh, you negotiate my contracts. Yeah,
Strength in numbers.
that's cool and all. Look, I'm all for the union. But I'm not for the union when we're classed in with other classifications and they accept part of the deal too. Right?
Well, that's the thing, because you also got people like you pay the $12, or I'm assuming you got to pay more than 12. You part of it. You just got to pay 12 no matter what.
It probably went up. Either
Okay,
way,
so
I got to pay it no matter what.
You pay the money, right? And then there's going to be some people that elect not to pay, but they're going to get the same benefits that the union gives you, even though you're a member.
It's stupid. I might as well just be in it because you're making me do it. That's just like HOA to me. I can't get rid of them unless I get like 80% vote. That's fucking stupid. You know how many units is around here? It's like 330. That means I need 310 houses to agree with me. That's fucking insane. Right? Like, fam, when you build these infrastructures that's supposed to protect you, until you got to call. My mom got a scooter the other day. Shit just says 4-wheel scooter on it. It ain't even got a name. She wrote she wrote the name down. The shit said Rubicon, right? But she was like, they told me it's a Rubicon. The shit should tell you right here. Then when you call Rubicon, they don't even answer the fucking phone. I'm reading reviews. Should say 3 days to get back to you, right? So again, I'm talking about like these things that are supposed to be helpful for us and shit like that until you have a problem and then you realize what they really can and cannot do, which ain't shit really. I've been here at my job for 10 years getting bullshit ass contracts.
I'm still trying to figure out exactly what that has to do with the original argument.
I'm telling you, what was your original argument?
I wasn't arguing shit. I was trying to let you know that, hey, you're saying I care about the middle class because they're the backbone of the country, and so we have to protect
My
it.
point is the things that you're trying to protect to me, I feel like we've been doing that historically, and it's like, fuck, we keep getting fucked as the middle class.
And I'm trying to tell you
when you
why
go through the
that's happening.
grassroots of these organizations and these infrastructures and shit like that, they really don't offer you shit. Lex, what's the point of me having an HOA if all y'all gonna do is fucking cut my grass? Same thing. What's the part of having a union if you're going to negotiate bullshit contracts for me? Meanwhile, most of the shit like childcare and shit like that, the average middle class family can't afford it. So why the fuck do we keep protecting all that? Yo, you about to get me on my soapbox.
You're mad at the wrong people.
Me. Me.
I'm telling you.
I'm trying to figure out what a middle class job at 27 can do for me right now. And there you go.
I know, but it has nothing to do with you in the middle class. You work for the government, right? Yeah. The wages, but it's because it's what you're consuming around you that's brought on by private corporations that's struggling. So imagine if you didn't have the union, what you'd be getting paid, what your benefits would look like. I don't think they'd be better because they have more leverage.
I'm not saying that the union doesn't
Why do you think people do these walkouts?
I'm not saying that the union doesn't have great principle purpose. I'm saying that the people who are running these things, right, are bullshit. Right, I'm telling you.
I mean, there's corruption, and I'm sure there's idiots in every
level.
little.
Everyone exploits something, so you can't sit here and tell me that something is 100% good for me, or like, because I could just amass 100 people right now to walk out if I wanted to.
I think they would take that serious.
If we didn't have a union, I'm sure you can get people to do it. The long fishermen or whatever them dudes was on the East Coast all like dipped out together.
But you got to understand it to really have a union that powerful. It takes enough people to have to work on that full time, and they need to live too. And so it's mostly administrative if they're doing it without corruption.
But again, we keep arguing about, and that's my last piece on this. I think we keep arguing about jobs that we know pay well or could pay well, right? But I feel like adding more money in here. Like I said, on my root basis, you're sidestepping that, but shit, the cost of shit is already up now.
And I'm
you
telling
add more
you
money
why.
in there. I know. I get what you're saying. I'm not going to die on this hill. Look, I can disagree with you. We can sound like economists together. That's fine.
No, I just don't want you to sound crazy
I'm not
because
the
you're
only
saying
one
one
that probably
thing
thinks
and then
like
all
that.
the fact. And I'm trying. So if that's true, I'm trying to
let me
maneuver
make
around your
it
argument
easy
to let you know what it really is.
You think I'm dying on a certain hill? I'm drawing examples, unions, HOAs, all these things that are in place or whatever to help middle class people. These are middle class terms for the most part, right? Ain't no union at fucking In-N-Out Burger or Chuck E. Cheese or nothing like that. These are the places that pay the minimum wage and those type of people that are there. And what I'm saying to you is the people who are affected by it, us people that are affected by unions, HOAs, not being able to take our kids to childcare and shit like that. Yo, where is it for us, the middle class, is what I've been saying.
I'm gonna use.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't sidestep because
you're I'm gonna keep talking about my original point because you were talking about this inflation. Where is it coming from? And this and that. This minimum wage ain't gonna help.
I know where it came from. I wanted you to set the stage.
In-N-Out is the perfect company example.
Chick-fil-A too.
Of a company that's always paid over minimum wage, whatever it was.
Chick-fil-A too.
And their prices have always been lower than other fast food. To the point that, hey, not only can we make our prices lower, we can also afford to pay them a little bit more and we can still flourish. I've never seen an In-N-Out empty. Never.
Me neither. Or Chick-fil-A.
And that's fine. Chick-fil-A has some other issues that we could talk about, but what I'm saying is that if every company was like that, I'm sure the bottom line of In-N-Out isn't as big as a McDonald's or, insert fast food chain here. But they move enough volume to where it's like, hey, we still make noise. Everyone's still happy. Ain't nobody poor in this bitch.
Yeah, but you're discounting the fact that they have a product that people actually thoroughly enjoy.
But a lot of the companies that do this,
and a lot of
they're big because they have bigger products.
My cousin told me about
You don't think Target
In-N-Out.
is a big ass company?
In-N-Out will not place hamburger places in areas
600 feet away from where the...
It has to do with their routes and delivering food too, though.
Yeah,
it's got to
it
make
can be
sense.
no more than 600 miles from where the cows are.
Right. Yeah. I mean, fam, they you done got the whole thing on gridlock, and it's a franchise that has curb access from the storefront. They're in the Mohicans right now. There's not too many companies that can do that.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of companies that can do what I'm talking about.
That are already pre-existing.
That can lower prices and afford to pay them a little bit more, and it helps their workers and the consumers out.
I need a list of that because, like I said, what you talking about is helping those people that are in that class.
Think about the bigger companies you shop out on the regular in your day-to-day life. It's probably them.
I really don't shop. I go to Amazon. I buy this jersey. Is the Chargers a corporation? Possibly, I guess, right? I buy Charger jerseys and shit. And is New Era a corporation?
You shop at Walmart?
No. I got a Target, though. I hate
shop at
Walmart.
Target?
You know why I hate Walmart?
You're probably gonna sound like that dude again.
I know, but I'm gonna tell you why.
Target one of them too. Because I just brought them up. They just had the headline. Hey, we're gonna lower our prices on 2,000 items, trying to bring some people back. McDonald's with this little $5 meal deal. Oh, this is a hit.
Target, I feel like, is a middle class store.
The middle class shop there.
Yes.
But Ask anybody who works there. Hey, are you middle class? No, I can't afford to
I'm
live
worried about
here.
the buyers in there. That's what
But
I
I'm
keep
talking
telling you.
about
The
what they-
buyers are more than the people that are working there.
I understand. So my point is, not only can they lower their prices to help the people who shop there, they can also pay the people who work there
Oh,
a little
I
bit
know
more.
where our disconnect is. You think I care about that still. I don't. You think I care
No,
about
I'm
that.
just trying to make
I
sure-
got kids I got to feed. I got to live in this society too.
I feel you.
That's where, okay.
So that's why you don't give a fuck about this
I
measure.
care about what happens to my class, the middle.
Right.
The lower.
There you go.
I'm not too
Hey,
invested in that.
cool.
I mean, more middle class struggle stories. You a middle class struggle story? You my guy too.
I am.
I'm a middle class struggle story. I know I can relate to that more. It's the same thing like when someone gets sick or something and they want to donate to that specific cause. I understand that then. You have a personal impact by that thing. You know? All right. We're gonna level off on this one because one more and then we're good. Okay? Prop 33 expands local government's authority to enact rent control on residential we keep getting hit with the hard ones.
Hey, yo.
Residential property. Repeals Costa Hawkins.
We've done this one enough. We've potted enough to where this has come up a couple times now.
They keep trying.
I'm changing my tone 180 on this one.
Repeals Costa Hawkins. He's like, yeah, I know Costa and I know Hawkins. Act of 1995, which currently prohibits local ordinance limiting initial residential rental rates for new tenants or rent increases for existing tenants in certain residential properties. Fiscal impact reduction in local property tax revenues of at least tens of millions of dollars annually due to likely expansion of rent control in some communities.
Yeah, so usually when rent control comes up, because I am the compassionate capitalist. I think that's what I was labeled as. I used to be like, ooh, this is tough for me because I'm a landlord. And, I care about people, but I'm also a capitalist. So it's like, I got to raise the rent a little bit. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to vote on it. Even though it'll benefit me if I say no, I just won't vote on it. And if it passes, I'll be like, I got to eat that.
Right.
That's what I used to say.
I feel like people are voting yes on this anyway. It don't matter whether you
Well,
do
yeah,
it or
because
not.
most people are renting. No, we live in a Republican city. San Diego's a lot bigger than Southeast, my friend.
San Diego.
Yes.
You're not talking about just the county.
You said we live in a Democratic city.
San Diego's a Democratic city.
I don't think so.
Is our mayor? They don't even. I swear our mayor.
I think they're a little more conservative than you think.
Oh yeah, like our board of supervisors and shit. Yeah, I'll give you that.
But
we're definitely a Democratic city.
I mean, that's fine. I won't die in that.
You trying to act like we Orange County or something, bro? It's not. It's not that.
I just think it's not as clear cut. But yeah, rent control. I mean, based on how I am as a landlord, I don't care about rent control because I don't raise my rent astronomically like what they're talking about. So it wouldn't affect me anyway. I'd be going up reasonable, 5-10% or whatever. Like the fair shit should be. Like, oh, this shit went up a little bit. I'll share the cost with you type of shit. I'm not sitting here talking about like, oh, you've been my tenant for X amount of years and you paying like well under market rent. I'm gonna just go straight to market rent. Like, now we got to slowly get there.
Yeah.
Because I know what that does to people. So I'm cool with rent control. It is gonna be a mess because this is one of the bigger things that people care about. Because this is your biggest expense usually for anybody,
right,
no matter what class.
Right.
My living situation.
I'll give you that.
So the renters are like, yo, chill out. And I get that. And the landlords are like, hey, I'm a capitalist.
You know what
I'm
it
a
is too?
businessman.
I ain't gonna lie, man. After spending 10 years with a lot of, lower class people and shit, the ambition don't be there, dog. I'm sorry, man. Look, I see why dudes get all. Look, I saw a meme where it's like, yo, why I be mad all the time and shit? Because it's like, fam, motivation be right there in people's face, bro, and they don't even be taking it. A lot of people. I'm sorry. I coach kids. I work for the government in that fashion, bro. Like, I just see a lot of unmotivated people, man. And I got to start sitting here asking myself, fam, do I need to keep contributing to your bullshit every day?
I know, man. But
it pisses me off watching my 600-pound life, man. They be acting like life real fucking hard sometimes.
The problem is like, you see a cluster of people. This is what happened to me when I was working at 7-Eleven. I thought everybody was playing the lottery and this and that. I was like, come on, man. Everybody was working the system. And it's like, it'll beat you down, but you gotta like, you have zero grace for what people gotta deal with, like, in life. You just think everybody has the same opportunity no matter what.
No, I don't
You
think so.
sound like one of them that's like,
I don't think
work
so.
harder, pull yourself up
I
by
don't
the
think so.
bootstraps.
No.
That's what it sounds like
That's
to me.
trash, though. That's terrible. What I'm saying is that there was instances in people's lives where they probably got some advice and did the opposite.
That's assumptions.
That's true.
There's definitely cases that do that.
You're assuming.
For sure.
You're assuming that. You're assuming to me. You're assuming that like I view that like no one had any opportunity. To me, I think that it's dumb to not assume that people didn't have opportunity or met people.
No,
you know how much we connect now.
No, what
as
I'm
a
saying
society,
is,
the information that you need is in your phone. You're only holding yourself back.
But there's
illiterate people out here right now that found a way to make money. I just saw a dude create a masterpiece. He told me, I don't even know, he didn't tell me specifically, but he told me as the observer, I don't know how to read music. And he still went out there and cooked. And he's been successful.
Okay, but he's probably gifted in a different way. Not everybody could have been Nick Cannon and Drumline.
Nah.
Look,
I'm
man,
trying to tell you,
what
fam,
you're doing is you're taking a couple.
I'm taking the fact that like
you're taking a couple
education
bad
wasn't
apples.
available to us like that in previous societies where you could go up and read some shit. Bro, I can learn how to put the flooring in my house. I can learn how to fix something on my fucking car. I can learn how to change my golf swing without spending $1,000 on somebody.
And then what did you say earlier in this show?
The information is there for you.
But what did
all
you say?
Need is access to a cell phone, and they were giving them motherfuckers out for free.
All you need.
Oh, we cooking today.
That's not all
we're
you need.
We're mindlessly cooking because you sound crazy.
What
Go
about
ahead.
your man's earlier in the episode that you talked about?
Which one?
That was like, hey man, I'm just trying to live right, do my thing. I did my HVAC. I know this whole shit, and everyone was like, nah, I ain't fucking with you.
He went to jail.
Okay, but you just said you're not.
That's different.
You're
taking a few. That makes sense. Like,
okay, but the way you're talking is if a few bad apples are you're spoiling the whole bunch.
Not everyone goes to jail though, Lex. What I'm saying is there's people that don't have a criminal record at all that are unmotivated.
Exactly. There's
you
gonna be some
dude that went to fucking
there's
jail.
Gonna be some people that fit that description, but you're treating everybody like that.
I gotta remember the listening experience for y'all. So like,
you're treating everybody
we're cooking right. You turn on the TV and shit in good time. We be cooking. Cause right now, you sound a little crazy, but it's cool.
Okay.
I sound crazy too, maybe to some people, but there's some people rocking with what I'm saying, and they just be tired of that shit. Real shit. Hey, go ahead and hit my hand class. Let's move on from this shit. I'm glad.
Hey,
I can clip this up real good.
Whoever at them voting booths that's like doing some funny shit like intimidation, scare this motherfucker away. Y'all all about to be doomed.
Y'all welcome. You get to hear both sides.
Y'all all about to be doomed if this motherfucker
you get to hear both sides. Bro, first of all, I'm not voting for Donald Trump. I'm not voting for any Republicans or anything like that.
I'm talking about the local shit.
Motherfucker called me the other day. Let me just get this shit off, right? We'll get off that. Let's laugh a little bit. Dude calls me up. He says some guy's name. I don't even know his name. One of these politician dudes. Hey, he's with the firefighters union. He's a great dad. I was like, how the fuck you know he's a great dad, right? I'm on the phone and I just let him get his shit off for about 30 seconds. Do we have your vote? No. I said, bro, I got to read up on it. Like on my own. Like I'm going to read up on this shit. People will try to sway you all the time. But you know what? At the end of the day, as long as you get to hear the other side of things, you can make your own decision point. I may not 100% agree with you, which I don't 100% agree with you, but I'm gonna go do whatever the fuck I want to do, and then hopefully there's enough people in my majority that like pass these shit in my favor.
Let's hope not. let's hope. Hey, y'all.
Oh shit!
Look, and here's the thing, because I think you said this last time we did this. You said, "Yo, last time minimum wage came up, you didn't really talk this route. Your route was like, yo." I ain't made minimum wage in a long time. I ain't had to worry about this, so I don't give a fuck.
Love these every 4-year check-ins. They're 2 years too. Yeah, I like that because I'm showing growth.
Not really.
I'm showing growth.
Go ahead and give them their money.
Oh,
man.
we got the title. I'm back. Oh my god, random shit to fill in time. Hey yo, the school call you and tell you that G got knocked out. What are you gonna do? Now I get it, all right? And the same thing, vice versa. I'm going to answer it if they said my daughter or my son got knocked out. So they actually
called me
oh, shit. Here we go.
This week.
We're ready.
About some other shit. That's different. You talking about physical violence? Knocked out is different, too. That's not like, hey, he got in a fight and he got scraped up a little bit. You talking about like he lost consciousness? No. You said knocked out,
Knocked out. Both of them, him and his brother, he lined them up like baby boy.
Oh man, That's different.
But they call you and it was like, yo, they say, yo, they got into a little scuffle. When I say knocked out, just maybe knocked down to the floor.
Okay, that's totally different though. I need to know that.
He gets hit in the chin, he falls to the floor.
Okay.
Little boy hit him, and obviously he probably.
So then I can be a lot more rational, a lot more calm.
You gonna be rational in that situation?
Well, here's the thing, because one, I have to kind of, even if I feel a certain way, I have to pull back a little bit to balance out what mom's gonna do.
Okay.
Mom's gonna burn that whole bitch down.
What if she didn't?
She's not. I can't.
But you give the energy if she didn't. Let's say mom's is on vacation.
She coming home.
Yeah, eventually, yeah, but you got to pick him up from school and deal with him in the next 2 days. I like this. Oh, shit, this would have got you in trouble. Based on where we had it, yeah, he would have been in trouble.
No, I mean, so similar to what happened, because there was two different things, but one, he did get hit by a kid, and he hit him back, and that was the important piece for me. So here's how I attack. Okay, mom's going to go ape shit on everybody she need to talk to.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull back and talk to him specifically. And I'll be like, yo, okay. So it was like a bullying situation, some name calling. I was like, yo, what they called you, are you that? And he was like, no. If you were that, would something be wrong with it? He was like, no. Okay then, so what's the deal? He's like, oh no. I was like, how'd you feel about it? I was a little mad. I was like, cool. So your job in this situation is, one, you don't give it no life, don't give it no power. Two, don't let it distract you from whatever you're doing in the moment, right? So in this instance, it was at school. Don't let it throw off your day to where you can't concentrate, get your work done, and learn something. This is a higher likelihood of happening on the field or on the court or some sport of play. Someone might say some shit to you to throw you off because you might get in your head and now you can't play no more. It happens a lot. Don't let it happen. All that other shit mom's gonna do, I'm just gonna focus on you. And, you know, he wasn't like super upset about it, so it was easier to do that. But no, I mean, I guess everyone, it passes their mind where it's like, hey, I can't fight a kid, so where your dad at?
Right.
Someone's got to catch these hands.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know.
You know, I thought about that, man. Look, sometimes I be blaming these school people because they don't be like as close as they used to be. I swear to God, they used to catch us doing everything, at least in elementary school.
Yeah,
High school, they ain't give a fuck
and
no
that be
more.
the shit she be on when she be going rah-rah on everybody. Like, yo, don't y'all got people out here at lunch looking at people doing this and that?
Doing some shit. She right.
And
I
it's like, where they at? And
that's,
I get it. But I'm also kind of like, yo, you know, when we were young, we had X amount of kids per teacher, and that shit went up at least 30%.
Guess who made minimum wage there, too? For real, 66. Do you think they paid top dollar?
I get it.
Look, man, shout out to Mr. Aaron, but he was not a good role model.
A lot of them people wasn't good role models, but
shit, man. Yeah, that's why I say give more money to the schools, fam. Give it so they can start hiring people that give a fuck. But anyway, keep going though.
I mean, that was it.
I'm
gonna be rational.
Fam, I probably I'd tee off on somebody. Luckily, like we've been talking to the kids about this shit, man, about like defending themselves, and I've been preparing them for like bullshit that happens. I'll probably go up there and have a conversation with the parents or the school staff. Matter of fact, I have done that. And that's why I told you, like, his dad is a different conversation because when the second time that shit happened, he was looking for their parents, and luckily they got out of there, and it was his last day.
And this that question also hits a little different when you got a record. I can't just be I can't be getting all rah. You know what I mean? So in theory, it's funny to talk about, hey, where your pops at?
Me, hit me.
Yeah.
He's like, what happened? I got hit.
It's a little different for me. I got to chill out.
Nah, man, that's funny. Oh, man. Oh, your sick other asks you to rate their friend. You gonna be honest?
To rate their friend?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like you gonna tell them like, so what if their friend was like a 9?
Yeah.
You gonna be like, yo, she's a solid 9?
I think I'm gonna be
crazy.
I'm gonna be honest. I might be 90% honest. So if they too fine, I'm gonna reel it back a smidge, and if they too ugly, I'm gonna give them a little bit of glimmer of.
I'm gonna hit you with that's not nice. Even my style. You crazy? Like there's no way because every time, damn, bro, Jordan Love is a walking liability. Been hurt twice this year now, huh? Off the shove. Anyway, that's crazy. Oh, that was the same leg that was already hurt. All right, never mind. I'll take that back. He's a warrior. Trevor Lawrence 8 for me, man. Didn't hit on my prize picks though. Fucking Kareem Hunt. Anyway, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Yeah, I'd have that conversation. Oh no, my bad. I'm tripping. I wouldn't have that conversation with my girl though about that. Like, I want her to lie to me. But then again, like if she told me like, oh, I think your boy is like a 9, that's kind of crazy.
Oh, I thought you were just asking on our side.
I'm thinking about it vice versa right now.
Okay, you didn't talk about the other side.
No, I'm thinking about it from the side of like, I'm not going to tell you the truth because I don't want you to tell me the truth. I don't want to.
Okay, if you don't want a double standard with it, then yeah, for the sake of the other side, I'll say no.
Like, say,
but if you're just asking this is one side, yeah, I'm gonna tell you, friend, don't tell me about mine.
Let's say you was dating.
I get mad when you talk about a celebrity that I don't know.
What if your girl told you like, Carl's a really attractive guy?
Right? Yeah, I can't. I can't do that. You got to talk about us as a collective, right?
Explain that.
Like I can sit here and be like, oh, I feel like the crew of fellas I roll with, we a handsome bunch.
Oh yeah.
Don't individualize. Yeah.
Don't
don't say, but he gets more bitches than everybody. No, I don't want to hear that. You supposed to be gassing me up.
Oh shit, that's what I'm saying. So you would be 90% honest knowing that still?
Yeah, I feel like women can handle it differently.
Oh fuck no, you're tripping. Ain't no way. Yo, the internalization.
No, but that's
the
thing. No. That's the thing though. If she's asking me to rate her friend, I'm never asking her to rate my friends. That's the difference.
Okay.
You asking me a question and getting mad at the answer.
Would you preface that? Like, hey, look, like
that's got to be the basis of the
argument.
argument.
I'm gonna be honest with you, but I don't want you to be honest with me.
I'm sure the majority of my friends are finer than me. That's why I'm not gonna go asking. You know what I mean? Like, come on now.
The crazy part is he'll think that I'm one of them though.
Hey. I get. I think it depends on what room we in about who's gonna be maneuvering the best. You know what I mean?
I'm fucking crying. Hey, I don't know what it is about me. Whatever it is about me, don't let Carl be good at nothing. I can't be athletic. I can't get no. I can't get no women.
No. You can get women.
No. Not the ones that like you though.
No.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, no,
I seen
funny.
Chris hit a jumper like yesterday.
Made you sick inside?
He did.
Damn,
we
man.
outside again.
I don't work with him.
It don't matter.
That ain't for me.
It don't matter. You can still brag about it.
Oh, but yeah, he's excelling in too. Yeah. He caught fly balls and got some outs the other day too. Man, I be talking to. Look, even the pep talks I give him would make you sick. I be in them car like, you about to be a 2-star athlete. I mean, a 2-sport athlete, bro.
2-star athlete sounds crazy.
Nah, that's cool though. Hey, look, we might go to Fresno State mid-major, something easy. But you gonna be a 2-sport athlete, man. You gonna be all right, and the crowd's gonna be like, "Go, Chris!"
You gotta do that. Though.
Yeah, you gotta do that. You got to, man. Keep they spirits up. Your parents were still able to have kids, but couldn't take care of your siblings right now in your current life. Could you take care of them as an adult if you had kids?
What? So I'm an older kid.
You're an older kid.
My mom has a kid.
Your mom has a kid, and then for some unknown reason she wasn't. Now let me get this. Let me preface where I got this from. I was watching Love After Lockup, and there's a couple on there, right? And the mom has 5 kids. The dad has like 4 or 5 of his own, and then they have one more together. So right, so they got about 10 kids right now.
What's one more?
And then they're doing it again. But now she's 38, already had 5 pregnancies. The doctor tells her like, "Yo, this is high risk, right? And there's a chance because there's statistics show that you can pass away from something like this. So you need to go talk to a doctor, get a will together." The daughter is like 18, 19. They moved to Vegas to be able to be closer to her while she went to UNLV. So the mom has to sit down with her and was like, "Look, if something happens to me, I want you to take care of your siblings." And she's like, and you know what? What I respected is this little girl said what I was thinking. She said, "Look, I just turned, 19. It's my first year in college. I'm having fun." She was like, that would eat at me like majorly. Now, the fucked up part is, as much as I might think that's the right answer, and obviously this is that 0.000005% chance, But Anthony Edwards, sister, like when his mom passed away, dropped everything and took care of him, and he navigated through life, and it ended up working out. Obviously he's a did I say Anthony Edwards? I did get that right. Ant-Man, right? Yeah, it's Edwards.
Worked out for him.
Yes. It works out for a lot of people.
I'm not saying that she might not be benefiting right now, but we don't know what the cost was for her to do that. So right now it's like, oh, I'm glad that he made it to the NBA, and oh cool, he bought me a house and he take care of me. But that whole 24? That whole 19, 20 years to get to that point.
Yeah. Hard work.
There's a lot going on. Now I could say something easy like, nah, fuck all that. But I feel like I ain't built like that to where, some of the yes man shit will just come up where I'm just like, all right, I got to do something. If I'm able to, even though although maybe not. Maybe I've healed enough in my journey with therapy to where I'm going to say no, like, you know what? I can't do it. I definitely can't do nothing right now.
Yeah.
But,
the funny thing is you've already done it once.
Yeah, but I mean,
in a way.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, because I've already said no too. Because there was other siblings that came to my door. Was like, "Yo, you got to make your rounds."
Did you feel bad about the no?
Yes and no. I mean, obviously, I think it's fair to say that anybody would feel bad for saying no, but I didn't feel that bad to where I'm like, nah, this is like the perfect. We got a bunch of shit going on. Like, it wouldn't be fair to...
Because having a little brother that age is like damn near the same thing, right? You're not really their brother anymore. You're their parent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I look at it in the eyes of being a parent. Like, I've had family members... I've had kids that have asked me to take care of them, like, as teens when I was, like, 23, working in group homes and shit. And I came close, a few times. And I was like, damn, my life... If I did that, my life would be different. Like, I would have been responsible for that kid. I probably would have been stuck in Fresno. My wife had a family member, same thing came up where it was like, look, we not really that close, but that was my cousin I grew up with. And I was like, look, luckily in that situation, I knew what was going to happen just based on some other shit. And I was like, this kid better off where he at. You know what I mean? Like I don't know them or nothing like that. And I don't truly believe in all the shit that I be doing anyway. So, not fully. So, yeah.
Hey.
All right, hit my hand class. We'll do one more and we'll get the hell up out of here. Oh, I love this. I want to do it. We got all the good shit today. Look, this episode was so easy to put together, but it was also so easy to get through. It's pretty good. So, my husband, read them in wheat. My husband, 40-year-old, was recently asked by his 52-year-old female boss if she could take him out for lunch at Hell's Kitchen. I admittedly was a little upset to hear that he had taken her up on this offer because him and I had always planned to go to Hell's Kitchen together. We watched the show together. We're both fans of Gordon Ramsay, and we always talked about going together for the first time one day. The only issue was money saving up for it, but she can easily afford this. His boss lost her husband unexpectedly a few years ago and has one son who she doesn't get along with. She is very attractive for her age and seems to really favor my husband. Am I in the wrong for getting upset with my husband for accepting this offer, or am I being jealous and dramatic? We've been arguing about it for a couple of days now. Am I in the wrong?
No. I think bringing up the jealousy about her being attractive and her favoring your husband, I think you're trying to blame it on something else. I think you're perfectly okay with taking that part out and solely being mad at the fact that, like, yo, this is y'all shit. This was supposed to be our adventure together for the first time, and you kind of cheated me out of that. I think that's totally fine to be mad. Maybe not mad like I'm gonna divorce you type of shit, but definitely an argument. I feel some type of way.
Fuck that.
I mean, I try to rationalize, like, hey, you know what? Hey, you was about to get it for the free ski. And, hey, I'm always here for a free meal. So, if you got to go do that, I'll be okay. But if you decided to be mad at me for doing the same thing, I can't be mad at that.
I just talked to my wife about this in the reverse, right? So where I'm at, I supervise 4 or 5 people, all of them women, right? And what I've noticed is that I have to be the one, this is not in my bag either, to be festive, right? Like, fam, they got me a Boss's Day gift, did up my little shit and everything, balloons and everything. That's when I felt old. I was like, damn, people care about me at work.
It was Boss's
right?
Day.
I was like, yo, I feel old as fuck because people care about me at work. I'm used to working jobs where people just be like, oh, he working this shit. But now people genuinely fuck with me, right? Second, me and my wife, we go to like a lot of cool spots, but then I've also been to a lot of cool spots, right? So I take these women out to places like for their birthdays and shit like that. Like to go eat. Like there's a few hot spots and they'll say, oh yeah, we went, me and my husband or me and my boyfriend. Yes, the difference is obviously like they've previously talked about this, but I should be able to have that experience.
I understand,
but bring something new.
But it's not just, oh, this is a restaurant that we ain't tried yet. She prefaced everything with like, we watched the show. Like they're invested in a different way of just like, oh, we ain't ate here yet. It's not that simple. It's like a different type of investment because we do this whole show, we got this whole like history based on Hell's Kitchen, and so there's an extra level to it. I
got you. Here we go. We go. Let's clean this up real quick. Given your previous relationship experience, right? Let's say J. Cole himself sent you a letter and said, Lex, I'm sending this invite for you and you only. Don't bring anyone else. Don't substitute this ticket.
He said that.
Come and meet me.
He said that.
Yeah. Come and meet me.
He say on a voice note?
Yeah. I got the plane ticket for you. Come hang out with us for a day. You got the voice note as proof. But you know that by previous experience, you knew someone else that was a bigger J. Cole fan. Mm-hmm. And they said, I don't want you to go.
That's hate. That's hate.
You don't want you to...
And that's not the same thing.
Yes, it is. It's something that they both enjoy.
No,
you still enjoy J. Cole.
No. It's not. You can't go to Hell's Kitchen. That's what you're bringing up.
No, she doesn't want him to go.
No. The difference is, I don't want you to go to Hell's Kitchen first.
You can still go to a J. Cole concert.
She's seen J. Cole.
No, before all that. Before all that.
Times.
That's what I'm saying. It's before you even going to her first J. Cole concert. You knew who she was before J. Cole came out. Right? So by knowing that, and when she became and got her first love for J. Cole, but you got this once in a lifetime opportunity to go, you gonna feel bad about going? This is the same situation. Money, access and money is a thing. Money is access into certain things, right? Why do you not get to enjoy that experience just because someone else wasn't selected? Sounds very Republican of me, but it's the truth though. Why not? It's a dog-eat-dog world out here.
Because going to Hell's Kitchen, it's not going to a J. Cole concert versus Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen is somewhere, hey, if you got the money, you can walk in, anybody, and eat there. J. Cole personally hitting you up saying, do you want to meet me, hang out with me?
The woman is J. Cole.
No, it's
yes,
not.
It is.
It's not the same.
The woman is J. Cole.
No, because
she's supposed to be a stallion.
I cannot decide.
Her son hates her. Husband passed away.
I have $10,000. I can use this money to call J. Cole and say, hey, hang out with me. I cannot do that.
So you going on the trip?
Yes.
That's the longest way to get there. Like, fam, you're going to go.
It's not the same thing.
It is. If I watch Gordon Ramsay and I'm about to go to his establishment, fam, you know what's crazy? I'll tell you why. Me and my wife, when I said we went out for our anniversary, I spent some money. I'm looking at the steak prices, and it was like $57 for the steak.
A la carte.
You know what I'm talking about. The size was $19. Lex, we ain't even talked about the drinks, right? And it's like, yo, I'm not going back to that place for another 2-3 years. I spent so much money there.
Okay.
Right? And depending, like you said, there's a lot of people living paycheck to paycheck. I don't know when you're gonna have enough, passive income to be for us to go. But I have this opportunity to go with my boss, who you are threatened by because you find her to be attractive. Not one thing in here said that her husband found her to be attractive. It's his boss. He has to have connection with her either way.
Yeah, but like I said before, she was bringing all that up. Those are two different arguments to be mad. If you want to be mad about because you're jealous that she's attractive and she seems to be attracted to your husband, that's totally different from, oh no, but this all came up because I'm mad that he went to Hell's Kitchen without me. And I'm separating the other part.
If it was a bunch of dudes, she would hate, and she can really hate them. Why would you go with them and not with me? The blanket is work.
It has nothing to do.
The blanket is work.
It has nothing to do with who took you. It's the fact that you went without me
for free.
That part it better be for free.
Yeah, for free. You can't fight that. That's my point.
You can fight.
You can't logically fight that. That don't make no sense if it's for free. Yo, don't block my blessings. That's hate. Like you said initially, that's hate, man. If you don't want me to go, it's hate. And why are we letting hate?
Not necessarily.
It's not that hate. It's not infidelity.
Not don't go.
Right?
It's not don't go.
You know about the boss. He told you too. It's not like he sit up here sneaking around.
It's not don't go. It's don't go first.
Oh my God.
Let's get our shit out the way. You can go back as much as you
I
want.
don't subscribe to that. I'm not blocking someone else's blessings.
I'm not saying I would either. What I'm saying is I can understand where the being upset is similar to like some people really put a thing on like, oh, you watch this episode of this show without me? That's like cheating. And I can understand that. Will I be that upset? No, but I can understand it. It's like, yo, this is our shit and you decided to go do this either alone or with someone else? That's fucking crazy.
No, someone else invited me randomly.
I know, but hey.
Like women like feel like, not even just women, people in relationships, right? Feel like coincidences don't exist. That's the part that be fucking me up, right? It could be a true coincidence. Oh, he playing the video again. I was wondering why he was yelling like that, old man grunt. But that, like, you act like coincidences don't exist. You know what I mean? Like, things don't just happen. Shit, we was talking about Love is Blind. That man's ex hit him out of nowhere. So he says, right? She hit him out of nowhere. They still got married, right? But she got mad off a coincidence and how he responded to a coincidence.
That's not what she got mad at.
If I don't expect something,
that's not what she got mad at.
I really don't know what she got mad at.
She got mad at him lying about the interaction. And that is totally fine. She didn't get mad because if he would have said, yo, she hit me, this is what I said to her.
You still been going to therapy? That shit working. God damn.
He said, no, all I did was hit the thumbs up. And then now she's hearing the story in front of other people that's different than the story she heard outside.
All the things he did not have to disclose in the first place. I would have just ate that.
That's fine.
You ate
but he
that
did.
plenty of times, I'm sure.
But he did.
We all, man. I be
She
confused.
has the right to be
Then
like, why
again,
is your story changing so
That friend
much?
with birthday on Christmas like telling on themselves too.
It's why is your
that
story
shit be crazy
changing
to me.
so much when it seems like it doesn't need to? This seems like something little to lie about, so why are you lying
I
about
would
it?
never told her.
Which makes me feel like, okay, if you lying about this little shit, what else are you lying about? It's a logical conclusion to jump to.
Nah, I'm good. That's crazy.
I'm not saying I would do it. I'm saying it's totally logical to conclusion to come to.
All right. Look.
Then 2 hours of you just getting off straight a lot of bullshit.
No, it's not really that crazy.
Hey,
It's really not. But we back. I was worried about us last week. I was like, damn, we agreeing. What happened? She softened us up. But you know what? Enough time without her, we can get right back to where we was.
don't say that because now she's gonna make it seem like we trying to get rid of her.
No, we're not trying to get rid of her.
Because how it comes off, how it could come off right now.
What it is?
Hey, we better without her.
No, the context of which no. We're trying to get her up to speed on how.
I'm just trying to help you.
No. In her mind, she probably thought that like we leave the pod like really upset about that shit. And I'm like, nah, we're not really mad about that or whatever.
I'm gonna forget half of this.
She be cooking you though. It don't be me. So I really don't have a problem with her. I be trying to save you. She be cooking your ass too. I was like, damn, she don't even know he gonna forget this shit. As soon as he go through that damn threshold, cause she think Alex really care about this shit right now. soon as Monday hit, he right back to the grind. Oh man. 3 cheers. Go ahead. Anything for you?
Well, I did 3 cheers Clark Kent earlier. RP, fuck cancer, all that.
Did we know that ahead of time?
That he had colon cancer?
Yeah. I don't think
yes, but it wasn't really in like the front of my mind.
Didn't Al Roker have colon cancer too? He's still making it then.
I mean, you can make it.
No, I know.
think especially for men.
It was like years ago though.
For men, colon cancer is one of like the more frequent ones that show up.
Yeah.
That's why you got to, we got to.
No, I'm okay with that piece. I was just saying that the fact that Al Roker was diagnosed, I mean, knock on wood right now, man. He was diagnosed like during COVID and is still, working and stuff. I saw him on TV still.
And the 3 cheers I meant to get off last week was Tribe Called Quest. They were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Wow, shout out to them, man. Hey, listen, man. You heard this pod, man. Don't let Lex like try to make me sound too fucking crazy. All right.
No, it's not me making you sound that way. It's you
like,
sounding crazy and me pointing out
but
like,
you're
hey, big dog, you sure?
No, man.
Are you sure?
I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. Look, I just want to make sure I clear this up for anyone that's listening to this. I have no problem with the lower class getting help. I don't. I really don't. I just said it seems like when we have these conversations, people always say it's the middle class that keeps getting impacted. I'm like, yo, where are the middle class ideals at right now? You know what I mean? We're like, it's like we're an untouchable group that no one can really protect, and we seem to suffer the most. It's crazy.
We suffer the most because we're the biggest.
Just because people think the misconception is because I have things, you assume I have money. I don't. My paycheck to paycheck is the same as yours. It just looks a little different. I probably get to enjoy a few more things. That's it. Mm-hmm. Bro, like people look at, oh, yo, you got money, blah, blah, blah. No, man, like fam, if I go to a car lot and I go get a loan, that's exactly what it is. It's a fucking loan.
Man, let me change my outro.
I'm serious, man. Like, yo, bro.
I gotta dedicate this one to my man.
Ooh.
The big dog.
45?
No,
yeah, that's your guy. No, man, don't do that.
You.
I'm talking real shit. It's not even big shit. I want the same shit. Bro, you know how many times I hit somebody up and they be like, oh, I don't meet the requirements for childcare and all this other shit when childcare is $1,500 a month?
I'm not saying you wrong.
Motherfuckers get waivers for that and then be pissing it away.
I'm not saying you wrong. I'm just saying, like, yo, if you feel that way about your situation, imagine how dire it is for other people.
I'm not saying don't do it at all. I'm saying give me something. Before we go back to that,
raise minimum wage. Raise all the wages.
This shit don't matter. They raise minimum wage. My shit stay the same. Who's gonna be the voice for the voiceless?
The union.
Fuck you, man. Play my music, man. I don't got shit to cheer about.
This one goes out to my big dog.